Real soon. Give me some. I'm going. Yeah. I'm What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to Cisco Live, where music is alive. You can catch us when you want it. You can catch us when it's live. I'm your host, Cisco. And with me, as always, my co-host, my brothers from another mother, Smoke Black, DJ Mr. Lee on the ones and twos, giving you that cure for the quarantine blues. Oh, fellas, what it do, what it do?
What up, Jay?
Well, we got a great show for y'all today here on Cisco Live. We have legendary artist, producer extraordinaire, Bigg Robb, formerly of Zapp Band, and we're gonna have Radio Rashid gonna come and do a special introduction for him. We also got are we doing the because you never really know with Smoke if we doing the smoking section or we doing the fat boy ish. I don't know, but stay tuned because we're gonna give you a little bit of both probably. That's what it looked like he eating. And, and then we also got the Blackout with Black and that I Got Five on the mix that everybody looks forward to. So keep it locked right here. We got a great show. Happy Monday. It's Cisco Live. Let's go.
Oh, shit.
Looking for my
This is Cisco Live. Let's go.
Let's go.
Keeping R&B alive.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome back to Cisco Live, where music is alive. You can catch us when you want it. You can catch us when it's live. I'm your host, Cisco. And with me, as always, my co-host, brothers from another mother, Smoke Black, DJ Mr. Lee on the ones and twos, giving you the cure for the quarantine blues. Yo, fellas, we about to let them know what to do right here on the show today. We have a very, very special guest, legendary producer and artist, Bigg Robb. But to give him a proper introduction, let's have our producer extraordinaire, Mr. Radio Rashid. All right, hang on.
Radio.
That's not him.
Radio stream just dropped. He'll be joining us in a second.
I guess I just gonna have to go with my intro.
That is what you call no computer love.
All right,
He did not get. He got computer stood up.
here we go.
Right.
Man, I don't know what's been going on. I got kicked off, lost.
Radio
all
Rashid,
kind of
what's
connect-
popping, pimping?
Man, I lost my connectivity.
Okay, all right,
Man,
all right. Well, we
I guess
got
my-
you. We got you here. We got you here. Just like if you don't know why, you wondering why, and are we here right now? We're posting from my basement here in Minnesota. I'm from Baltimore, but we are here live on Cisco Live because we used to coming to you somewhere different around the world every week. And after the pandemic, the only place new we were able to go was places around our house. So that's why we coming to you here live until we can come to you in person live.
Right.
So right now, quick little shout out to Megaran and the completionist, Gerard, if y'all watching. But let me kick it over to Radio Rashid. Hey man, you're gonna give our special guest the proper introduction he so richly deserves.
Man, we got to represent. Cisco Live, this is what it's all about, keeping R&B alive. And what would we be doing if we didn't bring on some legends to tell you about the good old days, tell you about what's going on now that were there? I'm talking about this man is Legendary from the Legendary Zapp, Roger Traveling Zapp Band. He's worked with people such as Bootsy Collins, several funk artists, the legendary, rest in peace, to Mel Waiters, so many Southern Soul artists. He's an award-winning Southern Soul artist right now. I'm talking about my cousin, represent Bigg Robb. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, man?
Oh my goodness. Oh my
What's going on, brother?
fellas, what's happening?
Man, it's your world. We want to thank for being on the show today, taking some time, Bigg Robb. Now, we're all about keeping R&B alive. Now, I want you to tell our viewers out there, all our friends and family, how long you been in the game?
Oh man, well this Sunday will be my 53rd birthday, and I'm proud saying I'm still looking good, still smelling good, ladies. The fat man is still tasting good. Oh my goodness,
That's right.
Man, you know I've been doing this ever since Cisco's mom and daddy was we was all at the playground together. That's how long I've been doing it. Since probably 1971 or something, man. Since I heard the first Jackson 5 record, which was actually 1969. So. Man, I've been doing this all my life, brother, and it's a blessing. All the glory goes to God. And my only message today is tell everybody out there, stay encouraged. Because even though it looked like you may be having some drama and you know it's going bad, God got you. Just hold on to him. You know what I'm saying? Just hold on to him.
That's why,
All right.
that's why I wanted to bring you to the show today, because the fellas, they are really into that spirit, man. And I remember the first time I had a chance to meet you. I had, opened up a few shows with you guys here in the Jackson area. And I heard you doing a prayer. And I saw a lot of people crying. I seen grown men. We had the chicken wings and everybody had their drinks. But they put it down to listen to what Bigg Robb had to say. And I said, I got to meet that guy because he's definitely in the spirit, because you could feel it. And brother, I want you to just talk to the people about that spirit.
Well, let me just say this, man. When I was a little bitty boy, the first thing my mama did was she taught me who Jesus was. I wanted to listen to Jackson 5 records, but to listen to Jackson 5, I had to be able to recite a Bible verse. And as a Bible verse, one of my favorite ones is Romans 8:28. It say, for we know all things work together for them who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. That means all things. So, you're talking about my Zapp history, which I've done a lot of things, praise God, but it all kicked off with that. So in 1999, we lost Roger and Larry Troutman. That was a pandemic for us as a family, as a group. Because as people said to us, hey man, who want to see the group without the lead singer? Who want to see the group without, it's over with. So man, we just hold on to God. And going on stage, Roger gave me the opportunity to go on stage. And one night he just said, man, go out there and ask the people if you want some more. And he was over there getting some water. Then that turned into some Kool-Aid. Then he saw a real cute girl. So he started trying to get her phone number. Oh, while I'm on stage. Now I done asked him 10 times, do you want some more? And they like, get yourself off of there, fat boy. So the next thing I knew, all I could say was, everybody in the house that knows that God is good, if you're not ashamed, let me see you stand up and let me hear you make a whole lot of noise for it. And that thing, man, that goes back to the scriptures say, seek ye first the kingdom of God and all things will be added. Yes, it wasn't something I was trying to do. It was just something that God put inside of me. And that's what I'm saying to everybody out there, that inside of every brother that's up here today is something positive inside of you. And you just got to let your light shine, baby. You know what I'm saying? Just let your light shine and just keep encouraging people. We be mad, we be sad, and we look up on TV. Cisco was on there doing the thong song. You got to laugh about that. Then when I got in the shower, imagine me in the shower trying to act like Cisco. So now you really laughing, right? so that makes people feel good, man. And that's what we're called to love each other, brother. So that's what we out here doing, just spreading some love.
Well, I'm gonna let the guys ask you some questions, man. I know
Rob, I got a question. Man.
Look, he couldn't wait.
Nah, because I grew, I'm the baby. I'm the baby of my family, right? So my older brothers and sisters is where I learned. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a PK. Wasn't a lot of secular music in the house growing up when I was growing up early, but I got to listen to what my bigger brothers and sisters was listening to, and definitely your group was one of them. I just want to know what was y'all staying power? You know what I'm saying? How did y'all stay together so long? Because I know with any type of group situation, it's different personalities. What was y'all's recipe for staying together? You know what I'm saying?
God first, and then the Troutman family. They had been doing it all of their life. I was a DJ as a little kid, and I started hanging around the studio, and hey,
Sugar
man,
daddy.
Sugar daddy. How y'all do this and how y'all do that? And so then they said, hey, man, when I got 18, Roger threw me the keys to the limousine. He said, hey, man, I don't care what you do, just don't wreck my car. So I'm like, man, I ain't even got no license yet. But you know what I mean? So, but the staying power is God first, and then learning to love and respect each other as a group. You know, like these are your brothers that you with. So it's bigger than the music. Like I remember last time I did a show with Drew Hill, I saw you guys down in Texas. And me and Cisco was standing in the parking lot. I said, hey man, where's Big Jazz at? Because you know, he's a legendary big guy. I'm a legendary big guy. So the fat guys look out for the fat guys. Cisco said, man, hold on. Let me dial him up. And so, you know, that brotherhood is bigger than the music. It's bigger than the publishing deals. It's bigger than the record deals. Go back and remember what it is that gives you fun and happiness, because we all started out wanting to get rich and famous, right? We all started that, but we didn't have no money. You know what I mean? We was over there singing and practicing, covered in sweat. We didn't even know what money was. That was like a side effect. The chicks was a side effect. So that's the big thing, bro. Is just you know, loving your brothers, calling your brother that's in the group instead of harassing him about his note. Make sure he's taking his blood pressure medicine. Oh, y'all too young to have to take blood pressure medicine? You'll get there. Make sure he's taking his arthritis medicine. If you keep doing it, you're going to get there. Make sure everybody gets some groceries in the refrigerator. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
The family of it, that's what sustains the group. When we look at the Jackson family, no matter what, man, they are family. You know, the media done tried to say everything bad about them, but you see Janet right now, you see Randy holding her baby. That's family, baby.
Yeah.
And that's what's real out here, man. Like I say, the publishing deals, the downloads, the streams, the who stole this, the who did all that, man, that's gonna come and go. But find that common denominator, which is God first and family second.
Oh yeah. Well, I want to chime in on that, Bigg Robb. You know, when it comes to putting family first, the major corporations, and not all of them, but the ones that specifically are a cancer for family organizations and structure. They know that family and friendship and camaraderie. They know the power of that. That's why they do whatever they can to break that up, and that's why you got to do whatever you can to keep that from happening. Even to this day, man, you know, I still reach out to my brothers. I still, you know, I make jokes about, you know, Woody not wanting to be mentioned, but you know, any given moment, you know, whenever I speak to Woody, I say, hey, man, just let me know when you want to come back on stage, because Mike is already waiting for you to come warm it up, you know. So yeah, man, just chiming in on what you said is, I truly believe it's family, and I also believe that, like you said, it's not about chasing that dollar. I think the reason why we've been blessed and fortunate enough to continue to work, because, you know, me specifically, I know for a fact that I wasn't chasing money. I've never been chasing money. I've never been chasing fame. I was, you know, chasing music, chasing a dream to be better at my craft, doing the best that I can to get out there and perform, you know, for you guys, and do the best I can to entertain you guys. So, you know, if something's not working for you that you're doing your best to achieve, then maybe you should take inventory. You know, sit back and say, hey, what am I focusing on? I was telling my son the other day when he was trying to ride a scooter on two wheels and it wasn't working. I said, son, I think you're not learning how to ride this scooter because you're focusing too much on falling instead of focusing on learning how to ride the scooter.
Amen. And let me just add this, Cisco. The most important thing that I found is, like I said, just that love and the camaraderie. And for the younger guys who came behind, I can remember when you guys first started out, y'all used to open up. We would come up there and do shows for Kathy Hughes and, you know, like them big festivals and stuff. And y'all was just coming out with, you know, I mean, Tell Me and all those songs.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that the industry wants to do is it wants to keep the young cats separated from the old cats.
Right.
See, that was the beauty that Roger had, which was once the guys found out, not only could they not just sample his records, but you could actually get his phone number and call him up, and he'll come get down on your record. He'll bring the talk box to your studio because there's a wealth of knowledge. Because to be totally honest, it's the same hustle. They've been running the same hustle since before Little Richard and them. You know what I'm saying? You know, nothing changes, but the actors, the script stays the same. So once you get some knowledge, and then being young cats, we've all come up, we gonna outdo the old guys. Yeah, we gonna show them. We don't want to listen to nothing they saying. No, man, you got the younger dudes. Y'all need to pull towards the knowledge, and the knowledge is from brothers like Cisco, from yours truly, where we done already, like I said, we done been through it. We already know what it's like when you rent the bus, and we should probably just all got in the back of the Volkswagen and rode to the gig because everybody got money from singing but us. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? So all of that, man, and you know, but pull the young folks, just pull closer. If you really love this craft, then pull closer to some of the OGs out here. They'll tell you what it is. They got plenty of stories to tell you. You just got to be willing to listen.
That's true. That's
hey,
true.
I got a question for you, Bigg Robb. Can you talk a little bit about being up in Cincinnati, DJing the Sugar Daddy, and what kind of led you to the point where you were actually editing Shirley Murdoch's records? Because Shirley Murdoch is another legend.
Yeah,
when we
that's my big
start
sister.
talking about As We Lay, and I mean, she can sing her behind now. Can you talk a little bit about that?
What's Sugar Daddy that y'all keep talking about?
Sugar Daddy.
Him?
Well, Cisco. That was my name. So what happened was.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know. Just like some people still calling me Drew.
Hey, well, it's all good, baby. You know what I mean? The scripture says he shall complete a work in you that he started. So my journey started, like I said, as a 10-year-old kid wanting to be a DJ. So I walked in a radio station in Cincinnati, Ohio, became the youngest DJ in my city. And that was like 1980 or something, or even before that, right? Back then, that's back when Sugar Hill was popping and Grandmaster Flash. So I became the guy in my city who was playing all the rap records, breaking records. Because it was still the early days of it. So that means, you know, Sucker MCs by Run DMC, and it's like that Hard Time.
Can you tell the listeners what breaking record means? Because they might not know.
Breaking a record means that the record company would send me the record. They would send me the records free of charge. In lieu of what they would ask me to do is play the living daylights out of the record so that all my listeners and all the people in the Cincinnati area would get hooked. Then once you get hooked on the record becomes a hit, and then people go to the record store and they buy the records. But the only problem was that me being a kid, I didn't understand that this was a business.
Right.
So I was just excited because I'm like, oh man, every day another box of records from Sugar Hill. You know, I'm showing my homeboys, you know, everybody like, look, man, I got to do Grandmaster Flash. Oh, this called The Message.
Right.
Not understanding that what's on the other side that is a business, and I'm helping somebody make $1 million.
Right. It's called brainwash money.
Right. But me and my mama in the projects, and we are starving. There's nothing in the refrigerator but the light bulb. Okay. Right. You know what I'm saying? So what happened was my good friend, like I said, first I apprenticed with Bootsy Collins and the Collins family, and we did that for a while. And Bootsy was the first guy who came, and you know that's where I get all this wild stuff from. Really, people think I get it from Zapp and Roger, but it's really from Bootsy. You know what I mean? Because being a 13, 14-year-old kid seeing him, then nobody dresses wild as Bootsy. And then that led me into the Zapp and Roger world. And then, like I said, I became Roger's right-hand man, his go-to dude. I had to drive him. I had to make sure he ate. I had to go on the road with him. Whatever it was that he touched, his voice boxes, anything had to do with him, I was his main assistant for the last 13 years of his life. So one day, I told y'all he threw me the keys in limo after I learned how to drive the limo.
Wait. Don't tell him the story. We got to take a music break. When we get back, we're going to hear the rest of Bigg Robb's story right here on Cisco Live.
Let's do it.
Roses on the table. Home cooked dinner. I think God for me with the true winner. She's got my back. Loving true and sweet. There ain't nothing out in the streets. They can't that's my passion. That's my passion. That's my That's my taking care of my baby. That's my job. That's what a real man is.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Oh, y'all tricked me with that one.
Welcome back to Cisco Live. Music is live. You can catch us when you want it. You can catch us when it's live. I'm your host, Cisco. And with me, as always, my co-host, my brothers from another mother, Smoke Black, DJ Mr. Lee on the ones and twos, giving you the cure for the quarantine blues. Also, we got Radio Rashid and the legendary Bigg Robb. Can you please finish that story, man?
Man, what you over there eating? What you over there eating, man?
Oh crap! They ain't pay us yet for advertisement, so I ain't telling nobody.
Oh, okay. I ain't mad at you about that. Well, first of all, thank y'all for bringing that Bigg Robb song and let me, I had to plug that. It's available.
Man, that was funky, Jack.
Well, thank you. We ought to get you on the next Southern Soul album. I'll tell you about that in a minute. So
let's go.
Get you some of that Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas big booty girl money.
For sure.
But hey, man. So after Roger threw me the keys to the limousine, I did that. Then he sent me to the music store. A lot of cats in the band, they didn't even know this. He sent me to the music store because Roger was a heck of a guitar player and a heck of a musician. So he said, man, I ain't got time to teach you everything I know about the guitar, but you need to go down to the music store at least for 2 hours a day for the next month. And you need to sit there with the guitar tech so you can become a guitar tech.
Which guitar? Was it bass or lead?
Man, he could well, first of all, Roger played every instrument up under the sun, but he played bass, he played guitar, lead, rhythm. He could play like Jimi Hendrix. He could play like George Benson. He could play like Roger Troutman. He could play, and when you listen to a song like More Bounce to the Ounce, I'll just give you an example. That's Roger playing all the instruments on there but the drums. So that's him playing that funky bass.
And a couple of instruments from a different planet. Got you.
Absolutely. So, So, but once I got good at being the guitar tech, then he said, okay, man, here's a razor blade. And, Roger, Cisco, you met him. So he's very, very sarcastic, vibrant type dude. He handed me some razor blades one day, sent me in the studio, said, man, we got this song by Shirley Murdoch called Husband. And we've been in there mixing that record for 5 days. That little part, doom, 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 those bells and vibraphones. He said, man, that part was down at the end of the record at 3 minutes. He said, I want to start the record off like this. I'm like, dude, you're crazy. How are we going to do that? He said, that's your job. Here's the razor blade. Don't come back until you get it. So, hey, man. So
that's like the stuff we be telling Smoke.
Hey, Smoke, in my Zapp experience, let me tell you this. I had to drive the truck, feed the band. Then I grew up later on to be in the band. Okay, so I was the MC. I was the guy who came on stage shaking his stomach with a diaper, with nothing on but a diaper, some silly stuff. The big guy who did all that. Then I had to make sure Roger got his pizza every night, keep up with his 17 girlfriends, argue with his brothers. And then sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes after I did all that work, Smoke, my payroll check still bounced.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh my goodness, man. And we learned, but I wouldn't trade any of that, man, because it taught me
the
rough side. I came up the rough side of the mountain.
Right, that's right.
Man, Bigg Robb, when you talking about that splicing the tape, man, for those that don't understand that, back when before Pro Tools,
real to real,
everything was real to real. When you wanted to, like he said, move a section, you had to literally take razor blades and splice the tape and put it back together. So for you to learn that on the fly says a lot about your moxie to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Do you still got all your fingers? Because you can lose a finger doing that.
Oh, yeah, hey, look here. I got all of that, man, and God is good, and it helps me with my record making. Like I said, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world because I was taught, I was able to apprentice with Boosie Collins in the studio, with Roger Troutman, with around all these bad guys who came up the hard way. You follow what I'm saying? So when you talking about cutting and editing, I tell you when it's even deeper than that, we got something called flying, which then means you get a talented vocalist like Cisco. He was feeling good. He hit that one run, but it's at 3 minutes and 14 seconds. And now you want to hear that throughout the record. So now you got to take that, put it on a piece of tape, about 6 different times.
Right.
Take those different 6 pieces of tape, hang them from the clock on the wall, and every time you want to hear it, you got to go down there, open up the master, put it in there. You know what I mean? And all I can say is a lot of recording acts today that are not getting any royalty money because the record company is still telling them they got studio costs because it was a very expensive process. And now you just press the button, Apple C, Apple V, and it's done. But
Yes, right.
not back then, baby.
Command Z.
Man.
I gotta ask a question.
I gotta really ask about the talk box. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Like the funk wouldn't. I feel like that became a vital component of it.
Yes, sir. What's your question about the talk box? Because I am the beginning, middle, and end. I know everything about the talk box.
Oh my goodness!
Like
wait, can we talk about the evolution of the talk box, which is now called auto-tune?
Hey man, you know, if Roger was here, man, he would be so ecstatic because every time I cut on the radio every day, I hear him in the music of today, and so
in every song, it's like another member of a group, and it'd be one dude. He is a group, and his group member is named Auto-Tune.
Exactly, you know, and his children deserve a royalty for all that. But
dude, it's an artist. Auto-Tune is an artist by himself or herself.
But look here, you know, I got every version of it there is. You know, I got little boxes because you know I'm a little vocally challenged. My evolution was after losing Roger, I started making blues records, and then I had a lead singer who quit on me, and so I was standing there and took the money from the promoter. And we done spent the money on outfits and then gave the band some advance money. And so they was like, well, who gonna sing these songs? And my professionalism was like, hey, the show got to go on. And I said, well, if I was crazy enough to go on stage as a member of Zapp and sing Roger's songs and Roger's going on to be with Jesus, I know I can go up here and sing my songs at the Bigg Robb show. And went up there and they didn't boo me. Hey man, the lead singer, he mad at me now. He like, man, when can I come back and sing a song? I'm like, no.
I don't need you now.
You had your chance. You're a quitter, man. You know, quitters never win. We ain't got time for all that, bro. We love you though. You know,
right. Dude,
that's
a real thing.
I say, here, take these flyers. Go. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's a real thing, man. Because that hurts. I mean, we'll talk about that on the next show about members coming in and out because that's rough for a fan. Be like, yeah, so and so is back, and he quit again. God,
we need some milk.
Yeah, my man told me we did a whole album, and I love him to pieces. But he told me we did the whole album. He said, man, that's just too many songs for one guy to be singing. I say, man, what, 6 songs? 6 songs in a set? Come on, man. I'm like, man, R. Kelly, KC, Cisco, Charlie Wilson, man, they don't even get warmed up to the 9th song.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like, what are you talking about? But we was not going to get the money back, and so I just put on a shiny outfit, and we went roses on the table, home cooked dinner.
Yeah, the shiny outfit, because it's got to be a performance. You got to entertain the people, man.
Yeah, and you know, and I was blessed because Cisco wasn't in the house that night.
Whatever.
You know
we opened for y'all that day, thank you.
If Cisco would have been there, then they said, "Oh, that fat guy can't sing at all," but wasn't nobody else something to compare it to. So,
right. That's what's up, man.
Like for Cisco to be like, "We opened for y'all," like that's not a statement that I'm just gonna let slip by. That's a profound statement. Okay.
Well, he's talking about back in the Zapp days. The last time I met up with the True Hill fellas, man, I got the chance to open for them. We was in Waco, Texas, at the
it was breezy that night, like super breezy in the summertime.
Yeah, absolutely. But did we answer your question about the voice box, brother?
Oh, now we can't hear you, Lee.
Now we can't hear you, Lee.
We can't hear you.
I turn my house. I don't piss nobody off with my noises. No, I'm just enjoying the story, man. I was so locked in what you were saying. I've moved on. Let's go.
Okay. All right. Well, no problem. Yep. You know, you can inbox me and any question you got. You know, I mean, I will tell you this about the voice box. The first time I ever saw Roger play it, this way when I was, just come more bounce days, So Rough, So Tough. Went to the show, saw him, and I was so mesmerized that we went and almost broke in the music store on Monday. Like, man, y'all got one of them things that Roger got, and the guys had no idea what we was talking about because they didn't call it a talk box; they called it a golden throat. And it was
for real?
and it was famous, made by rock and roll guys like Peter Frampton. Those are the guys who made it famous. So Roger saw Stevie Wonder do it, and then he brought it
and
back
a
to the
vocoder.
hood.
That was another word.
Right. Well, the vocoder, that's like the sound of Midnight Star, Electricity, Freakazoid, Let's Jam.
Oh, okay.
Egyptian
Okay, that was
Lover.
that's a different machine.
Yeah. But Roger, he brought it to the hood, as he called it, the ghetto robot. And when the black girls heard him doing it, they just shake it, baby. Shake it all night long.
Hey, Rob, I got a quick question for you before we go, because we got to get ready to do the 5. What is the 5 on the mix? But before we do that, a quick question. Did you ever think back when you guys first, kind of made the talk box popular, that it was going to end up being, where it is today? Like I said, it's transformed to what, like, my kids don't even know.
Man.
Yo, you can't even play them a song without auto tunes on it now because natural singing is foreign to them.
Yeah, no. I sit there and watch Roger make "I Want to Be Your Man" and so many other great records. Went around the world with him, and I used to wear all these suits, and I have to build the talk box every night because it was a big contraption on stage. So every night oh man, like almost about the size of a half a table. Almost like a living room table or something, because he had it all tricked out, and his keyboard was the Mini Moog back in the day that he used, so that was a big old school keyboard. But now to cut on the radio and see the influence that he had, to see what has happened since California Love.
Right.
We got all kinds of folks that's doing it, you know what I mean? So, hey man, no, I just think he would be proud, and I feel good to be blessed to have been a part of his legacy, because I was just a kid from the hood. He didn't have to let me in. He could let another kid in from the hood, you know what I'm saying? Man, just to see where it's going to. I mean, I guess the same question I could ask you, Cisco, is, when you see kids who are now doing your runs, and they don't even know they're doing your runs.
Oh, the talk box is doing it for them.
Right. But I'm just saying, but even your influence on the urban mystics, your influences on all the people who came behind you. You follow what I'm saying? And so we just don't know. That's why we just, as God said, just love on each other and just keep putting this love out here. And the fat man is shutting up. Y'all come holler at your boy if you need some hot sauce. I also got
trust when I just like you said, man. That's just like you said, man. When I see influence that I had, it's the same thing that I was doing when we got influences from you guys, from Jodeci. It's just history repeating itself, and the younger generation doing the best they can to take what they got. We didn't have the money for the full drum set for some people or actual instruments. You had to just take whatever it is that you had and make music out of it, and that's what the kids are doing today. And music is alive; it's constantly growing, and man, we grow with it, and we do the best we can to show the reverence, respect, and admiration for the cats that paved the way for us, and artists that's young artists that's learning and picking up you guys' music and still learning and sampling you guys today. So once again, Bigg Robb, hey man, I'm sure we're gonna talk more, dude. That music you was playing though. Could you please tell everybody where to get that music? Because
hey man,
you can't sample that. That was funky.
Thank you, man. It's called B. My name is BIGGROBB, Bigg Robb, the best looking fat man in show business. I got 27 albums out since Roger left this world 20 years ago. I've made 27 albums with 17 songs on them apiece as a tribute to him. Go check it out. It's called Southern Soul Juke Joint Music. It's that music you listen to on Friday night after mama done fried some catfish and you put a little coleslaw on the side and put your little hot sauce on there. So get you a little some of that Bigg Robb music, and if y'all need the fat man, call me. I'm ready to talk about it all. And ladies, I still got these flyers for you. Please.
Hey.
Appreciate you.
Thanks again, man. Hey, Radio.
Hey, Cisco.
Thanks again to Bigg Robb right now. We're going to go into the I Got 5 on the mix. Hey, can you dedicate this to my brother-in-law, Rico? It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Rico. Right here on Cisco Live. Let's go.
You are now in the 5 on It mix with DJ Mr. Lee.
We had to keep it with the funk. We gonna get funktastic today. So y'all know what I need. I need to see them hands up. I need to see them hearts. Let's go.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I was flat. You was on keto.
We all the way in my bag right here, boy. I got funk. I might have sex on it today.
Okay, I'm officially jealous. he keep nailing it right on key, right on beat.
This is when you can just live in the funk. You ain't even need lyrics. You have 7 minutes of music before one lyric is in.
It's now time for the smoking section. If it's hot, we on.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome back to Cisco Live, where music is alive. You can catch us when you want, and you can catch us when it's live. I'm your host, Cisco. And with me, as always, my co-host, DJ Mr. Lee's on the ones and twos. We got Black and Smoke coming at you with the smoking section.
Yeah,
Man.
section. Yeah,
Dude, Bigg Robb. Bigg Robb just left the show, but man, I could have listened to him all day. It was I don't know if you guys had the sound thing or not, but he was dropping a lot of knowledge. And I ain't calling old school no more. It's soul school from here on out, because apparently I'm supposed to be old school, but how you old school when you look the same as when you was new school? Like, I mean, Black don't crack, and Rob look young. So I ain't calling nobody. I'm not putting old on me or nobody else that's got the soul that's keeping the music alive. It's soul school from now on. New rule: soul school. No more old school. Cause Negro, I ain't old.
Yeah.
I just get sexier. That was just for the ladies. Smoke. I'm sorry. I just wanted to interject that. What you
Now
got
you
for us
good.
in the smoking
Because
section?
I'm over here still trying to get meat off a bone that ain't got a damn thing on it.
Bro, that's really some good chicken. You was getting
Hey, man.
things over there.
Well, that's the thing. Today just so happens to be a holiday. If you didn't know, July 6th is National Fried Chicken Day.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah. So
What?
if I were you, I would go holler at Popeyes, wherever you think is good chicken, because they typically give it away or give it real chicken. Today is
oh my goodness.
Today is National. Y'all know I'm fat, so I'm gonna be talking about some food and shit. Right? So yeah, that's where I'm at. It is what it is.
Whoa.
So check us out. I want to ask y'all, as well as the listeners, a question. Where's the best fried chicken at?
My house.
My house. The best fried chicken.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. Wait. So because everybody can't come to your house only because we social distancing. Otherwise, I was about to give out your
address. Door.
That's right. $10.
Honestly,
if they can get through the
Black's house, or you can't come to my house because I would like to have a chicken fry off to see who makes the best chicken. But if you can't come to either one of our houses because of social distancing, I would like to know, what do y'all think the best chicken is now?
Where's the best chicken?
Now, are we talking about the best, like just franchises or
best restaurant?
Okay, I'm gonna have to. If we talking about best franchise that I know, that's not like the mom and pop, the corner store or Black's household. I'm gonna have to go with Popeyes.
Yeah,
somebody just said. Adrian just said KFC. KFC seemed wet to me. It'd be like wet. If you want the best wet chicken, go to KFC.
Well, look, out of the national today data scored KFC as 50% of Americans said that they think that KFC's double down is an abomination, because y'all do know it ain't 100% real chicken, right?
That's what they say.
Yeah. I gotta put one in that y'all might not know. It's a Pollo Campero. Crack.
Oh, somebody just said Pollo Campero.
That's
right. Okay.
That's my wife.
Coach, you gonna say what I say? We eat the same.
Like Kel, it's a cool. And then after he gonna say, and we just bought one. So if you want the newest, freshest chicken, come to. I can't even pronounce it. Pollo Campaco. How you say it?
Pollo Campero. But
Pollo Campero, not to be confused with El Pollo Loco.
Not at all.
Right.
Not at all.
El Pollo Loco is pretty good.
No, it ain't. I will go against the grain.
Joseph just said that KFC is nasty.
It is. It ain't like it used to be, and it's not. When I look for fried chicken, it's got to be a seasoning thing. It's got to be the right seasonings, and it's got to taste like your grandmama cooked it. That KFC shit ain't done that. It's too commercial.
Yeah,
but you do remember everybody was fighting and shit over that Popeyes chicken sandwich. And I'll tell you something right there.
Yo, can we please say something about that damn chicken sandwich?
That chicken, you remember when we first had it?
Yo, I remember.
Yes, everybody
I
was lying. Remember?
Kroger's chicken is good, Serena. Kroger's chicken is good, goddammit. But continue.
Wait, hey, here in Minnesota, they got something called Tutal said Royal Farms. Yo, but here in Minnesota, they got Cub food, and Cub food chicken is banging.
They had out here Ralph's, the Super
Ralph's chicken is banging too.
Good fried chicken.
Right, but
I didn't know that.
We talking about if you going for some actual fried chicken now.
Nando's.
That's not a franchise. It's a franchise here. But I think we talking about like around the world. So we got to narrow it down, not to like a region, but let's narrow it down. I see you, Lee. She said churches. I don't know.
Yeah,
about
that's good too. Bojangles is
no,
good too.
churches,
Y'all don't know about that Bojangles?
Wow.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Smoke?
Bojangles chicken.
What'd you say, Black? You say the same thing?
Church's chicken be too big, man. It be too big.
Chicken on steroids.
I got a question.
No, yo, Church's chicken is dressed up like some chicken that tastes good, but then when you bite into it, it's kind of bland to me.
Yeah. Chick-fil-A is overrated.
Thank you.
Listen,
who wants soggy chicken pieces?
Yeah.
All right, well then go straight to the Chick-fil-A.
Well, hold on. There's another holiday
it's
today.
Like a little sweet too.
Oh, there's another holiday today based in the UK and United Kingdom. To all our United Kingdom viewers, it's International Kissing Day.
Oh,
okay.
International Kiss a Chicken Day.
That's right.
I'm gonna ask Chidi in Africa what day is it today? Because he just said chicken day. You just gave me an excuse to eat some chicken because I was already gonna get some chicken today anyway. But but yo, wait, because a lot of people now we got some people said somebody just said New York. Oh, New York Kennedy's
fried chicken. Is that the New York KFC?
Kennedy, that is KFC.
Okay, so Kennedy is like the hood spot as you go to at 2 o'clock in the morning because it's the only thing open.
Right, yo, when we was in London and nothing else was open except for Tennessee's fried chicken, I was like,
I think they just changed the name. It's a conspiracy. They all the same one because all them joints taste the same.
Right, it's Conspiracy's fried chicken.
Right,
Conspiracy fried chicken. Right,
yeah, chicken be fine that brown bag like Dodgers.
The brown bag fries.
If the grease like on the Simpsons, if the grease ain't seeping through the bag,
there's a problem.
Hey, yo, I think it was. Yo,
yes,
I remember on the Simpsons. Yo, he took that bag of fried food and like rubbed it on the wall, and he could see the neighbors.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yo,
so go out and get fried chicken today. I know it ain't healthy. Screw all that. Go get some fried chicken. It's gonna be cheaper today anyway. That's your dinner right there. Fried chicken today.
Right. Well, you know what Mr. McGee said. Mr. McGee said you can eat whatever you want as long as you work out. And that's fact. Because y'all done see me just on this show alone. I done ate like 8 pieces of candy. But I be hitting that tready. And it's rough.
Yo, hey, Donna keeps saying Nando's. That's Juice's spot. But that's not fried chicken though.
It's not fried chicken. That's not fried.
Stop everything. Yo, Nando's. Yo, I could eat Nando's every day. Shout out to Donna. She'd asked me to say happy birthday to somebody too.
Yeah, Yasmin,
happy birthday, Yasmin.
Yeah. Oh, it's Yasmin's birthday?
Yasmin's birthday.
Get out of here. Wow.
Yeah, so happy birthday, Yasmin.
Happy birthday, Yasmin.
Happy 58th birthday.
50. You're not supposed to say a woman's age.
It ain't her age. That's funny.
That's why you're
gonna be mad.
That's why you get to say it. So we still got a little bit more show left. When we get back, we're gonna go right to black and that blackout. So keep it locked right here on Cisco Live.
Upside your head, say oops. Say oops upside your head. Say oops upside your head. Say oops upside your head. I'm back at you again. Upside your head. Radio station.
Now on all you gappers and you finger snappers, you toe tappers, and you love lappers, I want y'all to say this with me. Say it loud. Say it loud.
National Chicken Day. National Fried Chicken Day.
I can see you got work off all the chicken.
Okay.
You gonna dance
So
anyway.
the clap is on beat.
Ready for the heat from the street? Turn it up. Yeah. This is the Blackout.
What's up? And welcome back to Cisco Live, where music is alive. You can catch it with your butter. You can catch it when it's live. I'm your host, Cisco. And with me, as always, my brothers from another mother, Smoke. I was trying to do it so I could say Black last. DJ Mr. Lee on the ones and twos, giving you that cure for the quarantine blues. And the Blackout with Black. What's popping, Black?
Man, what's going on, guys, man? As y'all can see, man, I'm trying to fly and stay above the bull-ish.
For sure.
Working on my cousin, y'all, so y'all pray for me. I'm trying to stay above the bull-ish.
That's
and
what's
today,
up, man. That's what's up. You hear that, mama? You hear that, mama?
I'm doing better. Tell mom I'm doing better. Tell mom I'm doing better.
Pray for me too. Okay.
Today, man, you know, the COVID is still doing its job, you know. So with that being said, last week I talked about wearing masks and stuff, and I think it's gonna become a national law where you have to wear a mask. So the viewers listening, watching, how do you feel about being made to wear a mask? And is it something that you feel like needs to happen, or is it something that you still on the fence about?
That's a good question. That's a good question, because, dude, I like I was saying the other day, man, I was about to not even make the mask no more because I thought that the quarantine was over, or the pandemic not really over, but that's what they've been saying. And then you got people so upset about having to wear a mask. Me personally, me and my entire family been wearing our mask every time we go out, with the exception of a restaurant. The server's been wearing masks, but we haven't taken our mask in there. But of course, once we get back in the car, when we sit down, like the whole thing, we've been Donna said that Asians been wearing masks for a minute, and that's true. They've been every time we've gone anywhere, y'all know, anytime we've gone anywhere in Asia, I was like, you know, why are they wearing masks? So not only are they ahead of us with the technology, not only did they actually send it over, it was like, well, look, you know, we send technology over there, and this disease coming over there too. So rock this mask, and that's what it is. So how do I feel about it? Me personally, y'all already know before show I was already wearing a mask, so it's kind of, you know, it's difficult for me specifically.
For me, I'm a little contrary, man. You know, my mom used to say I was a contrary little boy. You know, I always danced to my own drum. And at first, initially, I wasn't really with it, but I wore it because of trying to be thoughtful for people around me. You know what I'm saying? But I think we need to do whatever, and this is just me being honest, man. We need to do whatever it's going to take
to get back to normal.
Yeah, to get back to normal. Yeah, we got to do. I mean, at this point, man, they still don't have a vaccine. The smoking session last week, it's a new strand has mutated. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I mean, it's kind of learning on the fly, no pun intended. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we learned about this thing on the fly, man. So I think we definitely need to take heed, man. I'm one of the first people to go against. You know, I want to do my own thing at all times, but
yeah. But to y'all defense, you and Smoke, y'all was taking it seriously when they were still figuring stuff out about it, and I was making fun of y'all on the bus. And like, look at these Negroes with this mask. Right after I put a mask on, and it's like, you know.
Look, Latasha says I can't breathe in the mask. I have asthma. CDC does state that there is a certain category of people that should not wear them, and that is 2 years and younger, and the other one is people who have difficulty breathing. So I think it kind of just puts them in a position of having to just basically quarantine. And also what the CDC says, because I've been seeing this shit a lot, cloth masks is what needs to be worn. Surgical masks, no. People walking around with these surgical masks on all the time, that ain't doing nothing. Just throw it out there. Nathaniel.
Yeah, man. I was going to send it to y'all, but it was I figured y'all already knew. But I saw like a graphic that basically showed the air that you breathe out. A lot of people don't know or may not know that the air that's around all of us, if you were to see it in infrared, is like it almost looks like we're swimming through water. And when you see somebody breathe or cough, you can actually see the particles of whatever comes from inside out. And if you were to see it, you would be surprised. As a matter of fact, I was looking at it the other day. I'll send it to y'all just so y'all can see that graphic, and maybe we'll show it when we get back on Wednesday. But y'all thought this was a good show, man. Y'all watching us learn this as we go along, dude, and it's hilarious how we figure out what works and what doesn't work. Apparently we're YouTubers now. I got a YouTube page. We got a YouTube page, y'all. Cisco Live. Go check us out. I think it's like 200 subscribers.
Cisco.com/live. Go there now. Subscribe.
Right. Because I didn't even know. And like when I looked on there before we started the show, I think we had close to like 200 subscribers, which is nothing. Like we just found out that 300,000 of y'all was watching the show last week. So let's jump them numbers up so we can get this show on the road. Let's go. We want to get syndicated. Here's how this works. Y'all keep watching this show, and then the show works, and then it proves that you could just jump up one day and start doing something, and it works. Hey, everybody wins.
Right.
Plus, we also got Fan Fridays. We also are going to start having new music posted by artists, by you guys right out there in the audience, people that want to get heard. We're the voice. We're the voice of the people. We've always been the people's champ. That good old smoking black dragon is right here for you. We're the people's champions, and we want y'all to prove that this can work, so that when these people come to us with these crappy contracts that they want us to sign, give us $1 million and y'all split these pennies. And nah, we'll figure it out in the basement. Right. That sounded horrible. But it's live, so that's what you get right here, y'all. It's all coming from a pure place, and we want to know what y'all think. We're the voice of the people, and the people is you guys. The people is us. I want to thank Bigg Robb for coming through and giving us that knowledge, blessing us with that soul music. And like I said, man, it's soul school. Let's abandon old school. Let's get with the soul school, because black don't crack. And I'm tired of being called old when I feel young. I can move faster than half of the people half my age, literally half my age. Anyway, one last thing. Shout out to Rico, whose birthday is today. Hope you got your groove on.
And Yasmin.
Can I breathe? Thanks again, Smoke. We was talking about breathing, and thanks again for the shirt. It's a quality fit, by the way. Black Lives Matter. And another shout out to Kind of Funny, who are some gamer friends of mine, so y'all could check them out, as well as Mega Ran and the completion of Gerard. Y'all got any shout outs?
Yeah, man, this is Black, man. You can find me right there. Let me see, right here.
There you go. You got you nailed it.
Yeah, that right there. You can find me right there. Just make sure we're doing everything we're supposed to do, man, to help. Whether it's for the cause or for the pandemic. Wash your hands, wear your mask, vote, and happy birthday to Yasmin once again, all the way in London.
Happy
I know
birthday,
you want the COVID thing too, but happy birthday from the Cisco Live family. And that's it, man.
Everything that he said.
Everything he said.
And we love you. I'll at you Wednesday.
I gotta say happy birthday to my mama.
What?
Man, happy birthday.
Mama Lee.
Happy
We
birthday.
will revisit this on the mix at the end.
That's right.
That's our show, ladies and gentlemen. This has been. Oh, that's right. Wakanda forever. Corey says.
Yeah.
This has been Cisco Live. Thank you guys for showing up. We will see you again on Wednesday. I think we have the Drew Hill Originals going to be coming at you. So make sure y'all keep tuning into this Smoking Black Dragon. And that's our show. Stay tuned for the after party.
Oh, yeah.
On your line. On your
What's up? Welcome back to Cisco Live, where music is live. You can catch us where you want it. You can catch it when it's live. I'm your host, Cisco. Impeccable. DJ Mr. Lee and the ones and twos. I appreciate it. And Radio. Sorry about that. Radio Rashid.
What's up, bro?
Yo, man, this is a great show, fellas. What y'all think?
Man, I think a candy gonna get you one day. Look, today was an awesome show. It was an educational show. The show moved forward, and everybody just had a great time. And it just he took me back down memory lane when he got to talking about the talk box and some of the funk, and just everybody sticking together. That's what it's all about. And I love what you said, Cisco. It's soul school, brother, because you're only as old as you feel.
Mm-hmm. All right, amen to that.
I know a whole lot of people probably wasn't even privy to the genre of music called Southern Soul.
True.
Say what now?
There's a genre of music called Southern Soul. You know, people ain't hip.
He said that it was hard. It was a little bit of difficulty with the sound, but and that's just the enemy working to try to keep that knowledge from getting into our souls. But say that again, Smoke. What was you saying about?
No, I just know that there's probably a lot of people that do not know or did not know that Southern Soul is a genre of music.
What kind of music is that?
Funky.
It's
funky. It's down home.
Description other than that said it all. That's
right. Yo, is that what you was playing? Is that what you was playing? DJ?
That's what he is. He's a Southern Soul artist.
Dude, that bass line was, man, that joint that had you doing some dance. That's why I was over here.
That's that Muddy Waters, man. That's
now you can Google people like Sir Charles Jones.
We actually did a show with him in North Carolina, Sir Charles.
Yeah,
you take it back.
Remember that?
Remember it was us. Cisco was us.
Sir Charles and
Calvin Richardson.
Yep. I remember that y'all knew her. Hey, what's up, Aaron? Y'all knew who he was. I didn't. I mean, who the artist was, and that was my first time hearing it. But man, it's just, man, if you have a soul, you cannot not move when you hear that Southern Soul music.
Absolutely,
man. And then when he was talking about how when we were talking backstage, I remember that too. Remember, I described the exact day when we were talking. So that was awesome.
All right.
What you got to say, Impeccable?
Happy Monday, everybody. That was a great show. You put through the weekend. If you're tuning in and hanging out with us, we love you. Your family. You made it another day. You need to thank God for that day. And for the impeccable moment today, as I got to thinking as we talked and as we continue to be on this live, is we have to reevaluate your current goals. You know, some people write their goals down at the top of the year. Some people think about their goals at the top of the year. And some people don't even know what a goal is. But anyway, now's the time to learn. Never hesitate to reappraise your goals and what you really want to accomplish. Remember that your goals are birthed out of needs, and your needs are often seasonal. Sit down somewhere, Smoke. You like my little kid to just
Dude, my ADD kicked in quick as I don't know what. I was
My
like,
daughter
oh,
came in
that's
and
literally
said,
me.
my daughter came in and said, here's a balloon. I
Right.
don't know damn balloon right now, Victoria.
I see
you made me forget my moment.
H Money.
I was saying, don't be afraid to change your goals. Celebrate every page of progress towards your goals, and don't keep pursuing a dream that no longer energizes you. Just because you wrote that goal down, and if that dream is not energizing you or pushing you towards your purpose anymore, it's your dream. You can go another way. Later, for if somebody's disappointed about it, this is your dream that you have to pursue, and your goals that you have to pursue. And that's an impeccable moment for the day. I think the show was good. I love learning about Bigg Robb. I learned about it because when we did those shows down there in Louisiana, and it was a catfish festival we went to,
right.
And I was like, man, this Southern Soul
is serious.
It is big, man.
Right, because they get down there and they get to playing and it's serious. Like I said, because the first show I believe we had opened for them, and then we were fortunate enough to get the closing spot, which sucked. Like having to go after them because they had the crowd going. I was like, crap. Like I'm really had to work tonight.
You stepped into another world. Like you went behind these woods, and all of a sudden it was a whole Southern Soul party going on.
A loyal following, real loyal following.
Working with Drew is like the audience that we had was always so vast. We could literally do a soul food festival one night and then go overseas and do a college party the next week. And everybody felt the music the same. And that was the one thing. And then you got to deal with all the acts that came along with it, man. I've gotten to read the Whispers and just Peebo Bryson, just crazy artists, and all the way down to the new and upcoming artists. So it's been
right.
I want to add one
Peebo was
thing.
playing basketball in some boots.
GP.
Remember when Peebo was playing basketball in them boots? Boots was shiny too. He was nailing it. He was like, swag. I was like, wow.
Basketball court at one of the shows, and we had to cut through there to get to the stage. Lo and behold, Peebo Bryson.
He had on it was like some Crocs or something.
I want to add something that goes to say something about Cisco.
Dead ass, yo.
That goes to show you that when you meet people, you never know who you're going to meet later on down the line, because you met Bigg Robb in passing at a show, and you took the time, and he remembered you calling up Jazz right there on the phone. A lot of people wouldn't have done that, so it says a lot about your character. And it also, when you meet people, always take the time to acknowledge people, shake a hand, and just get to know somebody, because he remembered that, man. Just the fact that he remembered it and was able to put it back at you goes a long way.
Yeah, absolutely. Man. GP just I saw you, Adrian Johnson. Yo, that was I was surprised that I actually got Jazz on the phone. That was must have supposed to had happened. We see you, Adrian Johnson, GP.
Let's take a moment for GP. Hold on. GP is of the Cisco Hill family. He is an engineer extraordinaire, over 30-something years in engineering, has toured with the likes of
Prince,
Gerald Levert, the whole OJ's the time, Mars Day, and all of
Casey and JoJo, Jodeci, Boys to Men,
and super techies on there. We're gonna bring GP on the phone so he can nerd out or geek out for a segment.
Yo, you know who else we gotta get on here? We gotta get the dancers on here. We gotta Juice and Danny. We also gotta get any of the band that want to come on, and you was talking about engineers. Go to the next person. Wow, I think
Smoke got to get those vocals.
Hey, Kel. So this is the after Cisco Live, because we have been going live since the pandemic, because we can't come to you live. I see people talking about touring. We will be touring again when it's safe for everybody to. So I know that's your question, and that's our question too. When we saw the list of the last people to open up on all these phases, it is concerts and touring. So We could either go cry or we could create something. And because everybody on here is creative, we created SisQo Live. We're gonna create some music. Everybody has set up a studio in their house. We're gonna start making music. Y'all will be the first to hear this new music. These new hits.
Yep. Thanks, Renetta. Don Trunk is who I was thinking about because the last thing that I saw when he was my sister Renetta had just reminded me I wanted to wait till Kevin got finished talking, but Don Trunk, producer / engineer, we need to get him on here as well. When I thought about him, I thought about my daughter and her baby father because they was recording with him last, and so when I went to go think of him, all I could think about was Cheyenne and Finn. So
we got to get what's name on, Kev?
I don't try it, but
I was talking about the corporates. I was talking about
the corporates, right?
For those out there, for some reason, men start out as young boys and they play these nuts jokes. My sons all of a sudden thought that they made it up. I'm like, man, these nuts jokes have been going on way before you were even thought about or born. So I thought Black was trying
to these nuts.
Right.
He was trying to get me to say who. That's why I said don't try it, Black.
Right. So all these.
Let me answer the question about the verses.
So let's go out on these nuts. No, I'm just joking.
Anyway, we got caught in the bed last night. No, anyway.
It was all up under the covers.
I said who out there, you just got. Anyway, somebody asked about the verses. We will not be doing the verses right now because one, it's on Instagram only, and it's 4 of us, and it looks crazy if you're not in the same place, in the same room. Second of all, we haven't figured out a way for everybody to really figure out how to be in it, but we may do it on our own show. We may do a versus where SisQo Live does a versus. So we're going to kick that around just for those who keep asking that question. And, you want to know because we don't want any faux pas. And we like this platform because it allows everybody to be seen instead of we trying to squinch up on Instagram to try to see.
That's why I'm over here by myself on Instagram.
Right.
Hi, y'all.
Right. So SisQo is on Instagram just to tell you to come over here or to go to YouTube or whatever else. But thank you for those who have shared. If you haven't liked the SisQo page, we need to actually, it's not a big budget. We don't have a big sponsor. And man, these guys have families and kids and I'm not begging for nobody money, but your support helps us be able to continue to do this on a bigger scale. Your support. We ain't putting no cash app up. We know we're not. But when you do stream, it is important that we will, when the numbers hit from your likes and your love, we will be able to get money from the sponsors so we could take this to a different level. So we can take this to maybe television one day, or this may be the new television as we.
Right. Who knows?
As we move.
Does this make us YouTubers now? Is that?
I don't know. We're
right, you can put that on the list. That's my
podcast
18th job.
Video bloggers, whatever. But it also allows us because we're used to brotherhood and family,
right,
and being connected.
Right, DJ Lee, you already got 18 jobs.
Right. So and we had it was a time. I think I've spent more time with these brothers here around the world sometimes than your family. Than family members, and this is our music brotherhood family. So this is therapy for us, y'all too. This keeps our mind sharp. That keeps us connected with so much negative. When your mind is focused, and you can focus on God during this time, and you can focus on building your craft, you will get through anything. Because everything right now is a distraction to distract you from what God is really saying. So you gotta listen real quick. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just listen with your heart, not your ears. At this moment, God is speaking around the world. He has put the world on pause, and he's changed and switched up the furniture. So are you going to be able to move with him, or are you going to say, I'm going to keep doing my own thing? And the people who have said they're going to keep doing their own thing, it's not ending really good for them. In the news, people who are not listening and using wisdom. Anyway, I just want to put that out there. This is the after party, y'all. The show happened. The show is from 2:30 to 3:30. This is where we come and talk. We get some ideas from you guys. We try to connect with you guys. We throw things out there, but we got SisQo calls it Drew Hill Originals, but it's the original Hall of Fame. and it's where we are on this Wednesday. It's going to be the second one where we're going to honor another brother who has made an impact, and we're going to give our brother his accolades and his roses while he's alive. People ask, I want the original members, and those might be people who came on for the first time today. If you don't know what happened, go back to last Wednesday's, which is episode 1, and it will explain what's going on. Like Bigg Robb said, people make a decision to do other things, and they change. Everybody will want to, some people want to never leave high school, but you got to graduate. You know what I mean? Some people never want to stop doing things. But look, you can't.
Some people peaked in high school.
You can't want what other people don't want. You can't want what other people don't want. That's all I'm saying. If a person doesn't want to be here, no matter how much you want the originals, they will be there on SisQo.com, memorialized in the Hall of Fame forever. And whenever you think about them, you'll be able to see and find out what they did and what they're currently doing. And please connect with them, show them some love, and we go forward. Thank you.
And hey, look, at the end of the day, it's I feel like, you know, over the past 20 years that we've been in the entertainment industry, I think Dru Hill is a metaphor for what's happening right now, y'all. It's never going back to whatever it was before this pandemic. So you can wish and hope all you want, but life will never be the same as it was before this pandemic. So it's your job to figure out who you're going to be for the next 10 years. You're going to try to live your life as if it's the last 10 years, or you're going to move forward and live your life today. Well, that's my time. That's our time. This has been SisQo Live, where music is alive, where we're alive, where we're pushing forward, moving forward, and living life. So if you want to live life with us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here. I'm SisQo. That's impeccable. That is Radio Rashid.
All right.
DJ Mr. Lee on the 1s and 2s. Smoke Black. And that's our show. See you on Wednesday with the Dru Hill Originals Hall of Fame. Peace.
I told you I was feeling funky today.
You're inside SisQo Live, the after party.
I'm doing the whole set.
I think that's a stop.
We'll see us on YouTube. SisQo Live.
Yeah.
Get down, 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 get down.
No bad chicken today.
Jerry. Shout out to Tanya, Corey, Dana, Audrey, Jesse, Audrey,
Oh shit.
Really? All right, I'm still hanging out.
Because it's my mama's birthday.
That's right.
Glad you had a happy birthday. Thank you. Keep your mind focused. More information on Black for it. Get up. What's up, Ron? And hang out in the after party, Victoria. We see. Happy birthday, Mama. Happy birthday, Mama.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna put it up. It's Cisco.com.
Pass the people, can't pass a hit man. Get on down tonight.
I gotta get this stuff out my way so I can open up.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm gonna set off the Cisco speaker by accident with my elbow.
Happy birthday.
Going down to the crib to let all
watch the replay, people. Don't worry about it.
It's about going down to the crib to let it all hang out. Well, so many people know what it's about. People are trying to take my hands. I want to.
Jolene, I'm gonna look. Go live on YouTube.
The dancing on the good foot.
And I can find it. Just go to
Fellas, I'm ready to get up and do my thing.
Oh.
I want to get into it, man. You know, like a sex machine, man. Moving, doing it. You know. Can I count it off? 1, 2, 3, go.
Hey.
Get on up, get up, get on up, stay on the scene, get on up, like a sex machine, get on up, get up, get on up, get up, get up, get on up, get up, get on up, like a sex machine, get on up, get on up, stay on the scene, get on up, like a sex machine, get on up. Wait a minute, shake your arm, and use your palm. Stay on the scene. I like a sex machine. You got to have the feeling.
So there you subscribe. Subscribe.
Right on.
30 seconds, y'all.
Get on up. Get on up.
Oh, fellas hanging out at the after party. Jolene, I put your up. Robin Smith.
All right, Kiki, do that. Oh, that.
Where you get this music from, DJ?
Great.
Give me nothing.
Oh man, y'all thought I was playing DJ, huh? Okay, come on, Sam.
They say you got it feeling like Friday.
Nobody.
Gotta think that every day is Friday. Every day Friday.
I'll get it myself. I don't want nobody. No. Open up the door. I'll get it myself. You hear me?
What up, Eddie? Hanging out at the after party.
Open up the door. I'll get it myself.
Wednesday.
My name is the one. Some people call me the phone. I'm like a camel, pumping the fleas. I'm up to my bones,
Yeah. I got jam in my legs, and I'm
We don't come in, we just butt in. So baby, may I?
I don't have no exercise today. 6 minutes. 6 minutes, y'all. 6 more minutes, DJ. We got a meeting.
I know we got a meeting, but we got to keep it funky. Hold on, y'all listen at me. I'm gonna sign off in here and pick up the phone in the other hand.
California knows how to party. California knows how to party. In the city of LA, in the city of good old Watts, in the city of Compton, the Power Block. Woo! You might not ever get rich.
Come on.
But let me tell you,
You can tell I was concentrating on that one. I ain't get that blend just right.
there ain't no telling who you might be.
You are not allowed to blast blend
Movie star, or
on
maybe even
soul and funk.
Let's
go.
The car wash. Working at the car wash, yeah. Come on and sing it with me, car wash. Sing it with the feeling now, car wash, yeah.
Come on. I'm still watching the clock. I'm going to about 30 seconds until I got to get on this call.
You know you got some hot stuff, woo woo. Don't you burn me, baby? Hot stuff, hot stuff. You know you got some hot stuff. You came in looking good. Yeah. Oh, now did you, baby? Well, I hope you came prepared, yeah.
All right, this going to be the last one. But we're going to finish strong. Okay. Once again, it's DJ Mr. Lee. And we ain't going to act like it's Monday, goddamn. Because we having a good goddamn time. Let's go.
Live out the weekends on the night. Fill it up, let's blast the jam tonight.
Happy birthday to my mama.
While we cruising around in the street, listen up for the party. Slap the bar, that's the place we belong tonight. Take it to the top, take it to the top. All right. In the neighborhood, don't it feel all right? Gonna stop. All right. For the party.
Okay.
Till the morning.
Get out of here. Thank you for tuning in to Cisco Live. We'll see you tomorrow. Actually, the day after that. Yeah, the other one, Wednesday.